Book summary: Hot Greek Summer by Cat French. Log: When life gives you lemons. Book Flight to Greece. 3 women, 1 failed girls' night out. Splash of gin-fueled impulsiveness and crumbling BB perched on sun-drenched Greek island. That's the setup for Cat French's Hot Greek Summer, deliciously warm, funny, and spicy romance novel about female friendship, second chances, and finding joy where you least expect it. Best friends Winnie and Stella, all in their 40s and juggling the complicated messes of modern life, are looking for an escape. After everything from relationship heartbreaks to professional burnout, they throw caution to the Aegean wind and invest their savings in their hopes in an abandoned bed and breakfast on the small island of Skelidos. But paradise, of course, has few surprises in store: romance, rock stars, rumors, and hidden stash of gin. Part 1. Villa Valentina and the start of something new. Winnie, Frankie, and Stella arrive at Villa Valentina expecting picturesque views and new lease on life. What they find is charming but neglected property with flaking paint, faulty plumbing, and more dust than sunshine. But the bones are beautiful in the setting. Sleepy, postcard-perfect village on Greek island. Just everything they dreamed of and more. The trio immediately gets to work fixing it. The BB, Stella, brings her signature bold energy and business savvy. Winnie offers practical warmth and organization. And Frankie, the introvert of the group, surprises even herself with her tenacity. Renovations are messy, the heat is punishing, and the funds are dwindling. But their bond grows stronger every day. Adding layer of intrigue is their enigmatic neighbor Jesse, brooding, often shirtless loner who keeps to himself but clearly has secrets. Jesse and Winnie develop an immediate, complicated tension. She's drawn to his quiet intensity while he seems to alternate between pulling her in and pushing her away. Then things really heat up. Part 2. Rock stars, romance, and resisting temptation. Villa Valentina's peaceful bubble bursts when world-famous rock band unexpectedly books the villa next door. Not just any band, but the Storms, led by Frankie's teenage fantasy crush, the gorgeous tattooed frontman Seth. He's whirlwind of charm, sex appeal, and sincerity. And he's clearly interested in Frankie. Frankie, initially mortified and flustered, tries to resist. After all, rock stars don't fall for practical middle-aged women with scars from broken marriages and deeper insecurities than they let on. But Seth is persistent, disarmingly kind, and makes her feel something she hasn't felt in years. Desired, seen, alive. Meanwhile, Stella begins to come into her own in the most unexpected way. Divorced, child-free, and finally ready to prioritize herself, she lets loose in a way that shocks even her friends. There are flings, wild nights, and reinvention of her womanhood. She's not here to play by the rules. She's rewriting them one cocktail at a time, and as for Winnie and Jesse, their chemistry is undeniable, but so are the walls Jesse has built around himself. Slowly, Winnie begins to understand the pain Jesse carries. Grief, betrayal, past that holds him back. Her nurturing instinct kicks in, but she's determined not to lose herself in saving someone else. Their relationship becomes delicate dance of attraction, emotional honesty, and mutual healing. Part 3. Secret setbacks and shot at something real. Just as the BB starts to gain momentum and the women begin to feel settled, several wrenches are thrown into their sun-kissed plans. An unexpected guest arrives, one of Jesse's old flames, forcing him to confront parts of himself he's long buried. Frankie discovers Seth's nursing career changing decision, and she begins to question whether she's fleeing or something more. Stella, on the other, faces backlash from the local community after her unapologetic attitude leads to misunderstandings with some of the more traditional islanders. But what really threatens the foundation of their new life is legal hiccup. Clause in the BB's original deed that could nullify their ownership unless certain conditions are met by the end of summer. Tensions run high. The women argue. Old insecurities and doubts creep back in. Have they made huge mistake? Just when everything seems to be unraveling, the women do what they've always done. Pulled together, they rally to host a successful island festival that puts Villa Valentina on the map. They sort out the deed complications with help from local lawyer and bit of Stella's bold negotiation. Jesse comes clean to Winnie, shedding his emotional armor. Seth makes public declaration to Frankie and Stella. She reclaims her voice not through rebellion but through grace, showing the islanders that woman can be bold, wild, and still valuable member of the community. Part 4. Love, laughter, and life reimagined. By the end of the summer, everything has changed, yet somehow everything feels right. Winnie and Jesse have found love rooted in truth, not fantasy. Jesse opens his heart, and together they begin to imagine life built not from sorrow, but from hope. Frankie, once convinced that passion was behind her, finds herself swept up in whirlwind romance with Seth. More than a holiday fling, theirs is connection built Mutual respect and possibility. She chooses love not because she needs it, but because it brings joy. And Stella, after exploring what freedom looks like for her, she decides to stay on the island indefinitely. Not for man, not for job, but for herself. She's building something new, something wild and wonderful. The BB is now thriving, their friendships are stronger than ever, and the island of Skelidos has become more than a backdrop. It's home. Themes and reflections. Cat French masterfully blends humor, heart, and heat in hot Greek summer, delivering not only sizzling summer romance, but story rich with themes of female friendship, reinvention, and the liberating power of joy at friendship. The novel's emotional core lies in the unwavering bond between Winnie, Frankie, and Stella. They argue, challenge each other, and sometimes get things hilariously wrong. But they always show up for one another. Friendship isn't perfect, but it's authentic. Second chances. Each woman faces her own crisis of identity and reinvention. The novel celebrates the idea that you're never too old or too stuck. For second act, whether it's falling in love, starting business, or discovering pleasure again, the message is clear. Life isn't over at 40. In fact, it might just be beginning. Sensuality and self-discovery. There's plenty of steam in this book, but it never gratuitous. The intimate scenes are woven into character development and emotional truth. The heat is matched with heart, escape, and reality. The Greek island setting offers the perfect escapist fantasy. But beneath the golden light and turquoise waves, the characters face real emotional challenges. French never lets the fantasy overshadow the growth. Conclusion. Perfect summer treat. Hot Greek summer is sun-drenched cocktail of spice, sass, and soul. It's the perfect beach read, not just because of its setting or the sexy rock stars, but because of how it makes you feel. Free, warm, and ready to believe in fresh starts. Cat French delivers rich, layered romance that will leave readers laughing, blushing, and maybe even booking one-way ticket to Greece. Whether you're in it for the friendship, the flirtation, or fantasy of starting over, this novel is a celebration of life, love, and the kind of summer that changes everything.